कृपया ध्यान दीजिए, the language used on the podcast may not be fit for consumption. We warn you, tread carefully. But listen, yaar, don't be so conservative. Welcome to Cyrus Says. Oh God, I forgot the name because we had a sponsor for so long. Yeah, I will just call it Pooja. That's the name of the show. Welcome to Pooja. And before we introduce the panelists, I just want to put on record that I do not like, as a person, I never like serious, sincere people who come to work and believe in their work and, value their work above everything else. And I won't go for the birth of my child and I won't go to this party. Work is worship. Those are very boring people, very dangerous people. Stay away from them. Having said that, there's also the other extreme where they just disappear for no reason and there's no real compulsion to tell us what happened or anything. That, ladies and gentlemen, is today's episode ka story. It's going to unwind. We're going to find out, is it fact, is it fiction? What really happened? All the current scenarios that are playing out there on the web as we speak. People are going berserk trying to figure out, where was Silverie? Why was he missing? Why was he MIA? Was he AWOL? Was it an act of destiny? Was it COVID number 2007 variant? No. What was it? Let's unearth the facts. This is going to be an absolute nightmare for a lot of people who don't like horror films. But bear with us, because the truth must come out, as they say in Republic TV, a very important channel, which is always close to my heart. So, let's meet our participants who aren't so important. Utsav and Navin, quickly come to the fore and let's dive into the matter. There he is, ladies and gentlemen. There he is.
This is dramatic entry he was waiting for.
Yeah, he turned. There was a Madras cut. He turned.
Yeah. That's how heroes make their entries nowadays. Yeah. What are you guys doing?
And today you are the hero. There's no doubt.
Yes, of
Royston
course,
has immediately said, "Oh my God, he's back," and there are hearts.
I have finally escaped from the coffin Abbas put me in and buried me under, and I'm finally free, guys. Finally back. Yes.
I like how Dekho wo aa gaya is happening. I think you deserve a Dekho wo aa gaya.
Yes, everyone's happy. Thank you so much. You guys have been,
Yes,
I got some very nice messages on Instagram and all saying we miss you, Silverie, and thank you for not being on all these days. No, they didn't say that, but they could have.
I'm sorry for those messages.
Yes. Oh, sorry. Yes, that's right.
All that is great,
But-
and my heart bleeds
Yeah.
for you, and I'm crying inside and all that. But just very quickly, what
Yes.
happened? Because it's not clear.
Okay.
I think everyone listening
So I'll
wants
tell
to
you.
know what you tell
I'll
the
tell
truth now and tell us what happened. Yes,
Yeah.
go ahead.
On last Saturday, that is now last to last, previous to previous Saturday, I
You
woke
want to
up
bury us
with
with dates.
already done a terrible job
Yeah,
with
yeah.
Saturday explanation.
Yeah.
Your
Yeah,
driver
I
was
know,
driving the
it
car and
starts
there was a hit and run.
Yes, that's it. Correct.
Maybe what
Uh,
amnesia, so you can't tell which Saturday it was.
So
Huh?
basically, I just woke up severely sick and shivering, and I thought, okay,
Did
okay,
you drink?
it's just regular
You were
viral.
drinking the night
Huh?
before.
No, I
Was it a
wasn't.
hangover?
What I was doing was I was house sitting
You
for a
can't talk
friend
about smoking
because
weed and all that. It's against
house
the
and cat sitting for a
constitution.
friend. I was
Cat
house and cat
shitting?
sitting for a friend. Cat sitting
Cat
for a friend.
shitting.
He was sitting for the cat.
I was sitting on a cat
constipated,
for my
so he
friend,
was
yes.
going to litter box.
Your cat has a
Yes,
weird
correct.
fetish, I must say that.
But
I know,
no,
yes,
a lot of
correct.
Okay,
people
so
have
we
been
got
waking
three
up
jokes for the
cold
price
But-
of one worse than the other. Now
So-
back to his story.
shivering
So,
Silverie.
I woke up. Yeah, I woke up with severely sick
Shivery.
and severely unwell. And I thought, okay, ek do din mein chale jayega, I'll be fine by Monday. But I wasn't fine on Monday. I was supposed to. I had to cancel my meetings. I had to cancel being on here and asked Abbas to fill in. And so the entire week I was just sick
Did you have
throughout.
nausea?
Got myself tested. No nausea, no cough, no cold. Just fever and shivering whenever the
Just-
fever was back.
Did you have those,
And major
morning
sweating.
erections?
Major
What
sweating.
was it?
So I'll tell you. So we thought at first maybe COVID. So we got tested for COVID. First time it came negative. Second time again it came negative. Then we got tested for malaria, jaundice, dengue, malaria, typhoid. All three came
Did you do
negative.
cholera? This sounds more like cholera. I've had cholera and this is exactly what
Well,
happens.
now I didn't, I guess. So
Yeah,
could have been
that's
anything.
what
That's what I'm saying.
Utsav, what we learned so far is the money they have. Each test costs so much money. And they
Yeah,
just do
it
tests
does.
every sector.
He did
Man,
cat
it does.
scan,
It
dog
really
scan,
does.
cheetah
But
scan.
Antariksh is
really,
Raja
really
Beta,
fuck-
no? So of course.
100%.
Yeah.
Like, has his
Correct,
own
correct.
hospital.
But-
Habolo then?
Yes. My mom is a doctor actually. So she
True.
could have had a hospital at some point.
And you're
But-
the
but-
patient. It's a
Uh,
big
He
relationship.
Yes.
attended
Apollo.
the story
What happened?
and he still manages to screw it up.
Yeah.
He's still on a Saturday. We don't know
This
which
is-
Saturday
yeah.
he's talking about.
But-
The beginning
Yeah,
is
yeah.
last
hidden in
Saturday.
fiction.
The last Saturday. So what happened is I mostly just had just viral, but in that so you have to keep taking your SpO2 levels, right? Because nowadays you just have to do that. And my heart rate, my regular resting heart rate, started coming in the 50s and 60s. It has to be like 70 to 75. So my resting heart rate right now is in the 60s, like late 50s, which is not good for a person at my age because
And yet you're doing
it's
the
mostly
show.
because Yeah, I know, right? I'm putting myself in
Yeah.
danger, guys, for
Your
all
heart
of you,
rate was
for
now
your
matching your
entertainment.
resting bitch face. Just like it came together.
So basically, Silverie, you did all these tests and were then diagnosed with viral, which cannot be confirmed with the test.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
exactly it.
This
So I
sounds
went to
like
the
you are
doctor.
part of the Indian bureaucracy.
Yes, it's
Medicine, the
perfect.
exact science.
It works
Thank you
out.
very much. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Someone has said Amber Heard's lawyers could have done a better job defending him. That's good. So,
It sounds like you're on some trip, bro. I'm not able to still understand. So
man,
you're not sure what happened to you, basically. That's the bottom line.
I still don't know. I'm still extremely weak. I start sweating for no reason because I think the fever is still leaving my body, but I don't feel feverish
But you
as
don't.
much anymore.
Oh,
I
how high
lost like
was the
3
fever?
kgs in like a week.
Oh, how sad. Yeah.
Which is again insane. I mean, not for me. I wanted to lose weight, so I guess it works out. But
No, but
not
the
in
same
this
thing
kind of way.
happened to me last August. So
No,
I
it's
know
not your
exactly.
story, Naveen. You can't hijack the story. We need
I'm
to know more.
empathizing. This is how
Okay.
how
Tell your
sympathy would
story.
have been bad for you, but
Yeah.
empathy is like this happened to me, so I know exactly what happens to
Okay.
you.
Go ahead. Now
Like I
your
didn't even have
story.
a bed back
Which
then. Like I
Saturday?
remember
Which Saturday is your story?
mine was for 2 weeks properly. Yeah,
Okay, go
this is
ahead.
kind of things that stays on for a while. Yeah, even one of my friend Ayushi, a jugger is also comic. She's also going through the same thing. Last time my partner started doing the same thing. He's puking right now at home. While I left him,
Oh,
he's feverish.
That's
So
only because
I
the
think
show
there's
started. Yeah.
yeah, but I don't think it's COVID. It's generally like it's going around in the air right now. It doesn't
What
mean
does that
yeah.
viral
mean?
because
You're
it's
just
not
making up
COVID.
stories that there's a general illness. I like
Like
Utsav's
same
theory
symptoms are
better.
happening to
No,
many
no.
people,
I agree
Cyrus.
with Naveen.
See,
it
see,
it adds up. It adds up perfectly with my story. So I think Naveen is right.
guys, if your friends are also doing the same symptoms, leave it in the comments because Cyrus has not been sick for a while and he doesn't empathize with sick people.
No
Although
empathy.
I must say, okay,
I don't
okay,
like
this is
them. I've
interesting.
never
Okay,
liked
this is an
sick
interesting
people.
thing.
Sick people, especially those who say they're sick. You should never say you're sick just because you're
Yeah,
sick. I mean,
in a
that's
way, I
stupid.
agree with you also. I
Really,
can't take
don't do
like
that.
when
So
people are like, "Oh, I'm dying. Can you take care of me?" I'm like, now me, I have to take care of you.
Not really. I'm always like, sorry, I can't hear you. I'm sorry, I can't hear properly, and those kind of things. We
sure.
do too
Yeah,
much for the sick. Leave the sick alone. That's why they're sick.
So what
Yeah.
happens with me, is
Oh God,
I
it's
somehow
not
I've
going to end
noticed
with
this.
stuff.
Yeah. Somehow I've noticed this. But
I think
I
Silverie, you
somehow
should show as Dear Diary.
yeah.
yes,
He
correct.
comes and gives
We've
us like,
we've opened the
Yeah,
Pandora's
I'm just
box and he's gone like
you
Alice
asked.
through
I
the
mean,
hole, and I mean, there's
I
no
did.
end to this now. 45
You
minutes rant
started
about
this,
the pain he's
the
been through.
rant. Cyrus, your rant was about what happened to Silverie.
Yeah,
So
go
I'm
on,
just
go on.
explaining so that people aren't thinking okay, what could have happened. I've realized that whenever it's possible this was because of a dust allergy because I
You live
every
in
time
Mumbai for 40 years and now you have a dust
I
allergy.
know. I'll tell you. The way it has
that's
always
a
worked for me.
recovery finally.
Whenever like a day prior to whatever, say one evening I have to like clean something, like dust the room or clean the house, or this time what happened is I was cleaning cat litter the previous
I
evening.
remember paying him enough clearly.
Always the next morning I fall sick. I don't know how it happens or why it happens, but I always fall sick a day after cleaning. I don't know why this is.
After
This is like
cleaning
the worst
anything
excuse to
or
get
cleaning
out of
cat
doing
litter?
cleaning work.
We are getting closer
Yeah.
to the puzzle here. Is it the cat litter
Cat
or
bacteria,
cleaning?
I
So
think.
now again, I don't know. Is it viral? Because then after, so I was house sitting
It's
the cat
pronounced
for like a
viral.
week. Sure,
Sorry.
I was house sitting for the cat for like a week, but I ended up doing only for like 4 days because I was just that unwell that I had to be back home, and it still didn't go away for two more days after coming back home. So I don't know really if it was because of the cat and the cat litter or cleaning of it, but that's a possibility. I'm putting it out there. People tell
And
me.
you abandoned the cat for 3 days.
Girish, tell us. No, then got another friend to start taking care of the cat. Because what are you gonna do?
Does a friend have viral?
No, he does not. But I don't know whether he has the cat
Oh, the
dust
mystery
allergy
deepens.
thingy.
But
Or
let's,
not.
what about the cat? The cat must have taken something after all this. I mean, it's horrible, this story. Silverie, I
The
got to
cat.
tell you.
Yeah, okay, please go ahead. Yes.
No, this is not making any sense, and it looks like you're lying even more.
I don't know what to
People
say. I don't know what to say.
unraveling.
This is exactly what
just listen to what you're saying. You're now blaming cat litter and the dust of Mumbai and the fact that when you clean, you fall sick. It just sounds like you're on some
I can't
substance
make this
abuse.
off,
Yeah,
buddy.
Child,
just
I
like the
can't make
cat,
this
you're
up.
laying giant
Dr.
turds.
Tiwari will
You
help
think
you.
us
Yeah.
to just like
Correct.
scoop it up? Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Bacteria dust in his.
But did
precious
you know,
system.
Cyrus, that there is a certain like a bacteria in the cat poop that is over the years kind of become
Goes
part
into
of
your brain.
human psychology? Yeah, because they kind of like there's a pheromones that now makes them want to like we want more cats because of that as a like I'm
Oh,
like kind of
wow.
cool with that. So
I
it's like
didn't know this.
it's only like so yeah I have like a lot of cats in my house right now, and whenever someone enters from outside they're like yeah the cat smell is
Do
pretty
you,
permanent.
Naveen,
I
just
don't
to
notice it.
put the theory to bed, do you clean the cat's litter or your partner or
Did
your
you have to
friends,
mention
family
bed
members?
with me, Cyrus? You had to start with the bed.
And
I
of
don't
course
use the
he
bed,
does.
so your idea of the bed is very different. I sleep under my wife's bed and only
Yeah.
get up when she leaves. But getting back, do you clean the litter?
I do. It's my thing.
Do you fall sick?
No,
Once again,
but I'm
we are
mentally
stuck with
gone
this
for a while,
mystery.
so I don't
Abbas,
know.
This
Abbas
is
said,
like
seriously, dude, you had what Abbas say? Go back
This
to
is
Abbas.
like
10 days
racing
to
political party funding. You go nowhere. I mean, this story has gone all over the place. And Abbas
Yeah.
is, of course, raging in the comments here.
The thing is,
That-
I still don't know what was exactly wrong with me. I think it was just regular viral, but it could have been like a few reasons as to why I had that viral. So I really don't know. It's just what it
can
is.
you
I was
swear on your
severely sick.
genitalia that you're telling the truth?
I swear on your genitalia, Cyrus, that
The way you say it
I
sounds
was
like the
telling-
generation from
I was
Italia.
lying. I was
Like,
lying. Don't say I was lying. I
genitalia.
swear on a genitalia, I'm lying.
Genitalia.
So don't worry, you won't lose it.
We all-
I'll tell you what
Yes,
we'll do.
I
We'll
don't
leave
know.
it there. We'll leave it out there. And
Genitalia.
let's see what other people think because I can't make up my mind. It sounds a little wishy-washy, but again, it sounds like.
But
I
you know
mean,
what?
it's so
Look, he has
absurd, it
achieved,
must be true.
Cyrus.
Huh?
Like whenever they show in a movie, like a hero is tortured by the evil people, and then he's
By the
lost
cat
weight
litter, yes.
by the
Yes.
cat litter.
Yes.
They throw shit in his face, and then he escapes the prison, and he looks like this. This is what he looks like right now. So he's achieved that like Siberian gulag look. At least I think that's a
Okay.
compliment.
Yeah.
If
Oh,
anything.
Okay. Thanks. I'll take it.
Only thing
Anything
is,
is
neck
fine.
upwards,
Gulag
you're
is a
looking like a
compliment. I can
refugee,
see the
but
levels
we
of
don't
our
know
show.
for sure. But the
Yeah.
good thing is you're staying at home because of the self-sacrifice, the ultimate sacrifice.
Yeah.
You don't want to give it to anybody else. So you'll stay at home for a month or so. Amit Doshi to
Correct.
note, IVM to
Sure.
note, that you will
Yes,
work
yes.
from home because you
I've-
don't want anyone else to
So
suffer
I
this.
have to go for like I've been to the
Counseling?
cardiologist. I would go for
Psychiatry,
I would go to the
evaluation,
cardiologist like tomorrow and day after
sex
for some more
education.
tests. Yeah, I'll have to do one of
Cardio.
those stress tests on the treadmill.
Treadmill.
You don't even know what it's called. You were like,
One sec.
I don't do any of that. That's what I'm saying. I do the fast brisk walking. I would do.
So now it's a heart
And
issue.
running. Yeah. So my resting heart rate is like 60s and 50s, 60s is what we realized during this. And because that also my WBC count was extremely low this entire time. Just would not go up only. It is supposed to be, it was 3,300, supposed to be in 4,000 to 10,000 K range, something like that.
white black
And
cocks.
Can I recommend Dr. Tina Rustamji? Can I?
yes,
Dr. Tina Rustamji.
you
Will you
can.
go and see her? She's at
I-
our side of town, Tardeo. You'll have to come to this
I'm not.
Gamaria
I
colony.
You
already-
could take
I
him
already
to
found a guy.
Tardeo for
Yeah, I
your-
found a guy in Bhandu.
He has a
I'm not going to.
Hiranmani hospital next
Cyrus,
to
like, he has a
him.
discount
Cyrus.
from my
Oh,
friend. but
Tina's
also
very
I
good.
did-
Tina's very good. My friend's Pomeranian had the same issue, and she was very good. Okay, so just you go there.
Yeah.
Take the letter with you as well.
The
We'll
Pomeranian
sort
also
this
went.
out. Silverie,
smelled
we will
cat
help
shit.
you. This show
Okay,
needs
thank
you.
you, Cyrus.
Abbas, I know you're there, but you can't steal
Alina
this
Acharya.
boy's job.
Yeah,
Don't
but
hurt
Abbas
him.
One
not
person
kind
who
of guy
believes me
falls sick.
is Alina Acharya.
Abbas will one day just stop existing. I know for a fact. But one day he'll be like, Abbas is not there around. We're like, yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Just
I don't know
make
this.
it that.
Machines,
Felt
all this,
sick.
we will get to the bottom of it. I don't care how it takes. Utsav is going to solve this problem as the only intelligent person on the show. Utsav will give you how much time? 2 weeks?
Yeah, 2 weeks should be good. I'll do it.
You form your committee. You call in the
Yeah.
ED. Raid the house
Yeah.
in Powai
Yep.
and start top
Yep.
to bottom, taka tuck till we find out what happens, what lies beneath.
Sure.
Done, Cyrus.
All right.
Challenge
Shall we-
accepted, guys. Bring it on. I'm gonna act my ass off so well. Oh, it's gonna be great. Yeah. Anyway, chalo, let's get to the topics for today. But
But
before we
it's
get to
a
the topic,
fair point.
I
Wait,
won't
wait.
mention that.
Chinmaya Mishra had put the fair point.
Ah,
Do you?
I recommend
no,
don't
have-
fap
I
during
have-
sickness.
yeah,
It
Yeah,
may
life
weaken you
advice.
further from experience, Chinmaya Mishra.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did you?
let's say I stuck to that the entire time.
stuck to what?
No, I
you did or
You're
didn't?
fapping.
I stuck to I
Your hand got stuck?
I don't know. My mom watches this, man. I don't know my
Your
mom
mom
thinking
was
that
stuck.
I'm in my room doing this. You know?
Well,
But
in a way, that
I
would be a
did.
sign of good health. So then she would think you're okay. So in a way, that might be the best thing to do also.
no,
Okay,
but
even
the,
though I
when the
don't
fever is
believe
down,
you,
you
I
don't.
agree with
You're also bored, right?
Like
You're also
Hilaria.
bored in your room doing nothing. So what else do? You know,
True.
like that.
I mean, you could do the podcast. It would take the same amount of effort, maybe even less.
But
hey,
it's not really.
it's up to you. Yeah.
It's really weak.
Yeah,
It is
there's some
most-
things.
May I be
It could be
honest?
more stimulating.
Utsav, our show is a bit like masturbating, isn't it? Let's be honest. I mean, just
Yeah,
free for
absolutely.
all.
It's not even
exactly-
intellectual
yeah.
masturbation.
Of
It is
course,
just
how
masturbation.
dare you? How
Silverie,
dare
this
you label
Abbas,
it?
he's really spoke a lot of shit about you.
Abbas spoke a
Yes.
lot of shit. We tried to stop him. You can Utsav
Yeah,
was on
it's
a couple
fine.
of times.
It's-
Navin at least 5 times.
See,
and we
you
we
know,
told Abbas,
it's
don't
the-
abuse the kid. He's doing
it's-
nothing. He's dying.
I get it, man. It's Abbas's jealousy coming through, and I don't want to speak to that. It's fine, Abbas. I get it.
You're the bigger man.
Abbas, you're here.
Yeah.
Always.
You're the
Not
bigger man.
physically, but yes, I am.
And you had to say that as
intellectually,
well.
No, I'm
Yeah,
not.
now
I'm
he's
not.
lost 3
I'm
kilos.
not.
So he's getting
It's
smaller.
fine. It's fine.
All
No,
right.
it's fine. I
Now
like
let's-
Abbas. Abbas has problems with me. I get it. But he's just the jealousy and all. I can't be it.
Yeah.
It's
There's
okay.
no point
on.
apologizing. Y'all have a nice chess match online and we'll see who wins.
Of course.
Abbas
Yes.
says he's not a kid. Okay.
He's talking about himself. Okay. I don't know why. Anyway.
Abbas is dying to get into this conversation. Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Shall we go to the show now?
Yes, please.
Topic chalu karo, please. Hemisha's listening.
Yes.
She's still listening. What faith. Fantastic. Yeah.
Okay.
And
The first
now
topic for
topic's
today is
hand.
out from Karnataka, Mangalore in
Hey,
Karnataka.
what about the shirt? You didn't do the shirt.
Okay, Cyrus,
Yeah.
please show us your shirt while I share my screen to show everyone our awesome shirt collection, which can be found on
Abbas would never have
ivm.podcast.com.
hesitated like that.
Yeah,
Abbas would have gone to the shirt. I can show you proof of Abbas
So-
mentioning each and every shirt. He just
Hey, I have my
shirts.
own way
3
of
times
doing
in
things,
the
man.
show.
What am I supposed to? I'm supposed to stick to Abbas.
Your way of doing
I
things is forgetting
come with
things.
my own things. No, my way of doing things is waiting for after the first half and doing it.
I'm
But
with
since
Abbas
you guys
on this.
brought it up, can't be happy.
This is a fun
So
show.
here are the shirts.
All right,
we have some of our shirt options here that it can be found on ivm.podcast.com. And click on the shop tab there, and you will find all this. And some of these designs are really cool, like big boomer energy. It really looks good. And I pet dogs for cardio, one of my favorites.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
Which one do you like, Cyrus?
Anti-cat
Hey,
propaganda.
Naveen, I don't know about you, but I miss the way Abbas would do it. He had a much more,
He had a flair to it. He sold it. Like now I don't want to buy
refinement.
them.
I
Abbas
believe
sold it, I
his
want to
spiel.
buy
I
them.
believe
I would
his
have
spiel.
taken it off
felt
your-
I
it.
mean,
of
they
your
are
body, yeah.
our t-shirts, guys. We have to want to buy them regardless of how I do that. Okay, so let's do it again. Do we want to buy these t-shirts, guys?
No. You made your point. You made your point. Don't do that again. Yeah.
Okay.
You win. We back off.
All right. All right. Cool. So back to Mangalore. This story is out from Mangalore, and what has happened
Which is
in
very
Mangalore
close to where
is
Utsav is. Utsav works with Glance in Mangalore. Yeah.
Wow, thanks, Cyrus.
Okay.
Great.
Nobody else. Yeah. All right. So a person named M. Hanuman Thappa, okay, a resident of Mangalore, something called Mangote village in Mangalore. Basically, his house in particular in his entire neighborhood has been getting electricity for only like 3 to 4 hours a day. Okay, his neighbors are completely fine with all their electricity. They're saying like they get electricity regularly, their cutoff doesn't happen. But his house particularly gets electricity for only 3 to 4 hours a day. So he started raising the issue with the local authority, which is called the Mangalore Electricity Supply Company, which is MESCOM in short. They started applying to them and like started picking like like quarrels with them and like started like fighting like why is this such a problem, guys? How can you take so long to fix this? Started talking to the local MLA, still no progress. Started talking to the local representative, still no progress. Okay, and then finally he was on the phone with another person from MESCOM only, like a senior official from MESCOM, who ended up having like a verbal spat with him and ended up saying, "Agar itni problem hai, then go to the MESCOM office and then go do your meet your electricity needs at the MESCOM office." So from the next day onwards, this guy started doing exactly that. So for months and months, this guy has been going to the MESCOM office with his mixie because he's like, "Hamare ghar pe the big thing is we have to make masalas at this place. We have to make ghar ka masalas. We have to make every day." Okay, so we're gonna go. He goes there with his mixie, with his phone charger because he charges his phones also there and a few other things that he needs charges for. And he goes to the MESCOM office, runs his mixie, and just uses the electricity there because his argument is that since the officials cannot provide electricity in my house, what am I supposed to do? I'll just go here because the senior official has told me to do this. And none of the other officials there are saying anything to him because a senior official has told him,
Plus,
this is fine.
Also, the MESCOM office will be air conditioned, so he gets that for free by being in there. That's taken care of. I think it makes a lot of sense. Spend a few hours there, cool down,
I think,
load up your stuff. Yeah, Utsav, as the
Achay Din have
Karnataka
arrived.
voice.
This is what Achay Din is about, right? I mean, this is essentially what,
Yeah.
I mean, this was a guy who doesn't have electricity. Now he has access to electricity, air conditioning, masala bhi ho raha hai, phone bhi charge raha hai. Like, I'm sorry, what more can he ask for? I think this guy is doing really well in life. He must be very happy.
Utsav, sorry, I got distracted by Abbas's rivalry and the comment that's come in. Wake me up when he finishes explaining the topic, he says.
Yeah, I mean, at least I make an effort.
It was
least
a
I make
very
an effort.
long
That's fine.
explanation. It
But,
was as
yeah,
long as
because
this poor guy's waiting for electricity.
I didn't want you guys to miss any part of the story. Yeah, like it's very important. This guy
Nice,
going
nice.
out of his way to the way he's getting.
We'll keep it
story,
at 1-1. Abbas 1 and Silverie 1.
It was like you for the entire 10 days. It's the only story you focused on. You were like, I'm going to learn.
Yeah, correct.
every
Like
tiny of
this
this.
one story.
Like when
I'm gonna
the
get
producer
back.
comes and pitch the story, it's like my pad man, you know.
But true to form, and Naveen, I love him for this because this is what we need every time. The geography of India is where he really stops. He always gets the village name wrong, the
It's like
state
Man
is
Goes
incorrect,
village.
and he has to double check because those issues
Yeah.
never change. Thank God for that.
I make notes
Abbas-
and all, man. Like it's like a whole thing. Yes.
but it's a lovely story. I like exactly what Utsav said.
And this guy's
What the hell is
commitment to it.
Mangote?
And because
Where the hell is
because
Mangote?
now
You should know where it is.
it is in
Mango-
Mangalore,
Look down.
in
I mean,
Karnataka. Somewhere. Yeah, Mangalore.
Really? Look in
The
between
story
his
is based
legs.
out of Mangalore.
Don't
So,
worry,
but
we have a
because
Karnataka
this
in-house
story,
representative here. Utsav, where is it exactly?
Yeah.
Dikhao na.
Yeah, it's in Mangalore district. It's a part of the village.
Okay.
It's not Mangalore city per se. He
Okay,
lives
okay.
in a village, so of course.
Yeah,
it's
I'm
not
also
the city.
Mangalorean,
Alright.
by the way. Nobody's asking me anything. It's insulting at
No,
this
because
point.
you only talk about beds and grunts. You had sexual noises 3 times and mentioned masturbating twice. So you're off. You're off
I
the
did-
panel. You're suspended for 2
That's all I
weeks.
did. Nice.
But you're
No break.
suspended.
At
Unlike
least he's
others who run
suspended for
away.
2 weeks. Some people have been
Yeah.
suspended for much longer.
Yeah.
But guys,
Or
I have to
just
give you bad
disappear.
news. Recently, so we had bought a bed from Pepperfry last year.
Oh, Jesus.
And you broke
Christ,
it.
not again.
We broke
not
it.
again. This guy's a public menace.
So no, the
Wait.
funniest thing is,
Was
we
it?
did not even know it was broken. No, wait. So it's like the guy came from
But-
Pepperfry and they assembled it and everything. And then every few months, they're like 6 months, we'll do like tuning up or whatever.
Yeah.
If anything's come loose or whatever, we'll tighten it. There's a service guy who comes in. 6 months in, he came in, nothing was wrong. Next time he came in, he's like, do you know the bed is broken? He's like, no. Then we pick up the gadda and there's a crack. And now for 2 months, they're trying to find one part of a bed and we haven't found it. So both of us sleep on one side of the bed to make sure that one
Milord,
plank doesn't get.
My question to you, did you break the bed or was it like inherited broken?
No, it was broken in the interim of us.
But
So it's not a
what do you
Navin
think
story
broke it?
here.
Another sexual.
I have no idea.
encounter
This
or
was
whatever?
like a crack that was just there and we found out later on. So could be
Using
sexual.
all the
could
wrong
be anything.
terminology, but
Could be
we'll
anything.
leave it there. We'll leave it there. My God.
I don't know. I'm cursed
Suddenly-
with beds. It's just crazy.
Suddenly the Mangote and the village story is much better. I want to go running back there. Abbas is
Okay.
for some reason interested in talking about pepper fry beds as if he can fit in one of them. I
Yeah.
don't even know why bring it up. Silverie, Abbas is trying to
Yeah.
hijack the show. You're not doing anything about it.
No, it's fine.
Now you're in
Pe-
charge. He's still trying to be in charge from there.
It's fine, man. I can give Abbas a little bit of screen time whenever he needs it. It's fine. I don't mind sharing. It's all good. I don't know why I'm being like this.
This
Anyway,
man is beautiful. He's got the heart of Mother Teresa. And
Of course. I've always taken the high
face
road.
also of
I'm
Mary
always,
Teresa.
okay,
maybe
that
very
was-
young.
She was pretty.
Thanks,
She was
Naveen.
very pretty. Okay. So coming
Abbas,
back
where are
to
you?
our next.
Come back. Sorry, go on.
Coming
Next
back
one.
to this, coming back to the story though, but because this story went viral, right? And there are pictures of this guy standing outside the office with his mixie and all the other things and whatever. Because this went viral,
Are these the
action has
giant
been
mixies?
taken.
The red ones,
No,
which they have
no.
like a girdle inside.
Oh, this is like the home mixie only. This is not the big one.
Oh, then it's lame. I wouldn't like. Ugh.
Okay, you
wouldn't
want
do
like a
this,
bigger, like
Yeah,
taking
because
the entire
Mangoes
like
don't like to
entrance
back me up.
away from the
everybody
building.
house,
The problem
everybody's house
right
is a master
now-
grinder.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
But
don't-
I
they
think
don't mess around
he's
with
probably
the
doing
masalas.
masalas. He's not doing the batter. So I think he's
Yeah,
using the smaller
yeah.
one. Yeah.
What a lame ass guy. Anyways,
The problem we're having is that all 4 participants are in different parts of India at the moment. That's a huge problem because normally you have at least 2 people who are in the same room and can have the conversation together here. It's very difficult. Now, this is where Abbas comes in. I don't want to bring it back to Abbas, but he always made sure he was in the studio. In the studio, so at least one guest was with him and we had that moment of, camaraderie.
Yeah.
Say Naveen and him would have had today, for example. But when can we
Yeah,
expect
well-
you back, boss, in the studio?
yeah.
So I think
Yeah, acting
Wednesday or
like in the
Thursday I
studio, it's
should be
much
back.
better, Cyrus.
Either Wednesday or Thursday I should be back in the studio. But right
No-
now
no
the
hurry,
doctor
no
has actually
hurry.
advised me an entire whole week of rest still. But I'm tired of not working, man. So yeah,
Right.
Amit
Okay.
is
Guys,
listening.
no more mention about this Silverie coming to work and not coming to work. This is being very unprofessional. From now on, we have to just move on with the show. Okay, so Silverie, this is the last mention about you.
Comicstan is
whether
done
you-
shooting season 3, by the way. Just to bust
Yeah,
your bubble.
and I'm
okay.
not on it.
Oh wow!
And I'm
The
not.
first 2 seasons were that bad? I've not seen them, so I
Yeah.
don't know.
Uh,
Boom.
but
That's an
yeah,
inside story
anyway.
now. If we have to rewind and explain it, shall we do it or should we move on? The decision
Let's
is
move
yours.
on. Let's move on.
So we
Let's
just
move
move on
on.
to the next
Silverie
one.
might just end up in the next season, so you don't want
Yeah.
to jinx it.
No, but let me please complete that action has been
But
taken
can you,
and this person
Naveen,
will
can
get.
you do Comicistan from home? Are you allowed to perform from home? How does it work?
No, after you win, you perform from home. That's what happened with season 2 winners.
Oh, all right,
They were
okay.
like COVID patients. Anyways, but nah, he's saying something. Silverie's saying something.
No,
Nobody's
I
listening.
just wanted to finally finish this topic. Saying
Please.
he is the person is because it went viral. The action has been taken, and they are saying that he will have electricity by the end of the month. Don't worry.
No. I think you missed the main point. The action which has been taken is that 10 people have been suspended, saying that how did you allow him? That was the first
Yeah.
action taken.
Is
You
that
don't
how-
understand India, Silverie. You have to come out of Powai. Okay. India is- What suspend the people? Who's
Leave
capable
the
of fixing
room.
problem?
He's taking personal phone calls in the middle. The anchor.
Man, I'm getting
Abbas, bachao. What the hell?
God.
First, you
Why
don't
am
get
I
the
still getting
story right.
calls?
Missed the whole point of the story about this bureaucrats doing whatever they want, and now he's taking a personal phone call. Just check.
Yeah. This is
It must be
this is
Abbas
an
trying to
extra
screw
thing
with
I
your
do on the
mind.
side.
Yeah.
Okay. The second thing is cases in Bombay are on the rise. Just on
Yes.
yesterday they found 1,091 cases or something in Bombay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they are saying this might be the fourth wave that Mumbai and Maharashtra is going through, and the mask mandate is back on, is what we're being told. But there are conflicting reports. Some reports are saying that there's a mask mandate. Some reports are just saying, okay, no, there's a mask suggestion,
Woman
like for your own safety, like it's must, you should do it, but it's not, you won't get fined if you're not wearing it. But there's not
Also, may I
much clarity
explain to
on
you
the
this mask suggestion is for closed places. So if you're walking on the road, you don't have to wear it. You'll see none of the cops have it on. I myself, what
They
I've done
never
is
had
I've
it on
rubbed my
anyway.
mask into the dirtiest part of my body, and then I've kept it there so that if anybody checks, they'll get the terrible smell as well. And I do carry the mask, but please, wearing it is
But
too
how
much
do you
now.
carry the mask
Nobody
on
has
your
the
head,
money.
inside your head, Cyrus?
I
In
go
his
through
heart,
my
he carries it in
eyeballs.
his
I go
heart.
through my eyeballs and bring it out through my mouth. I'll
Yeah.
show it to you on camera in 20
Yeah.
minutes when I feel up to it. Right now,
The
Utsav,
mask is always
I-
on you in spirit, Cyrus. We get it.
That's right.
Yes.
MASQUE. You
Yeah.
are right, sir.
Yes, sir.
But let's be clear. It's not 100% thing that you have to wear it. Huh? So let's stop
Yeah.
scaring people. Because all the
But
paranoid
there
people
are
have started wearing their double masks and irritating me in any case. So we have to stop now. Look at Navin.
And then never
But
stop
He walked in
talking.
his
The people who wear
What?
double mask don't say, like, if they want to say something, they say it nonetheless. And I'm like, don't say things. If you want to wear double mask, just stop talking. It's a cue that you should not be conversing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just like,
But
why is
that's a very good point actually, because when they talk
yeah
under the mask, sometimes they talk the normal
normal rap?
volume, and then you
Yeah.
can't understand what they're saying, and the whole thing goes for a toss.
And then
Yeah.
they do this, and then they do this for 2 layers. It's
Yeah.
pretty.
Yeah, I'm sick of that mask, guys. Come on, let's do something about it.
I just feel that Bombay is just overcompensating for its ranking in the IPL. They said we have to be number one somewhere, so let's just take it to COVID. वहाँ
Yeah.
सबसे नीचे थे, यहाँ सबसे ऊपर
Like
जाएंगे. That's my view.
1,091 cases, but it's platform number 4 on Malad. That's the number of people that are infected. It's not that many, to be
Oh,
honest.
Hemisha
But-
saying Bangalore. I don't see anyone wearing masks, but I wear it.
I agree with Hemisha. Bangalore is terrible at wearing masks.
Then take the mask off your eyes.
but I don't blame
people.
people. Do you still blame people if they're not wearing masks? Like I don't. You know what I mean?
I do.
Because
Where's the proof about the
Absolutely.
damn mask? Enough people with the mask got COVID.
I
In my
understand.
name, I can name
I
9
hate
people.
wearing masks.
The
So I
puritanical
understand
orthodox
when people
done
don't.
it. They still got COVID or gave COVID. So what difference does that make now? This mask is what, 2%,
Yeah, it's all in
3%?
the hands.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
mainly the hands. We
Yeah,
don't
I
realize
just feel
how much we
Indians are too close. We have to go back as a sociological issue and start to realize that we have to stay away from each
Yeah.
other.
I
How do
have
we
like
do
a
that?
horrible, like, people shake hands like this. I get like, no, bro, just fist bump is fine only. I don't want to
Yeah.
feel your palms where you have been. That's my only learning. Mask is whatever. I know because
Yesterday,
mask will not entirely safeguard you, but
I
this
was-
hand thing, no.
Naveen, yesterday I was shooting something for Glance, which is a very famous website. Oh, Utsav works on it. And
What
it was
is
a
not a
famous,
website, Cyrus?
what is it? It's
Never
a
mind.
thingy
Cyrus
majig.
ka invoice clear ho gaya. Utsav, he doesn't
It's
care.
big. It's, paid in cash.
Yeah.
Against. Anyway, we had a huge Bollywood superstar, Kareena Kapoor, on, but the studio was so small that her elbow was on my shoulder. And everyone is now a little worried about COVID again. There's no space, and nobody has a space idea. The proximity is always wrong. We got to do something
you think-
about this.
Do you think
He's
other
got a dig
restrictions
on
come
she
back?
not being size 0 anymore.
Oh, she's very pretty, I can tell you that. But you wouldn't appreciate it not being into women. It's
Her
wasted on
father
you.
was
So I'll
cute.
tell
Oh my
Utsav.
god.
Really
All of the
attractive
Kapoor,
woman and very nice
sons,
person.
the
Huh?
Shashi Kapoor, Shami Kapoor,
Stop it!
Rishi Kapoor.
Calm
oh
down,
my
you
God.
horny
Kapoor
old
genes
man.
were so good.
What is wrong with you?
And
Somebody
then there's
snap him.
Ranbir Kapoor.
Cut his
Who
vast
got
deference off.
Neetu Singh's looks. Like, if
Neuter
you could
this
have at
boy.
least one
Neuter him
thing,
right now.
Rishi Kapoor's
What?
face, you would have gotten.
Vinay,
Ranbir would have
Rishi,
looked
grab
cute.
one
Hey,
each.
That naked
I
scene in
must
Saudi
say-
would have made sense.
Abbas,
I must say,
Abbas,
Ran-
come back,
Ranbir
Abbas.
Kapoor-
Pink ass.
Ranbir Kapoor is the best looking actor there is ever. There has ever been. I must say. I'll just say that.
Somebody
Put it out there.
is Rishi
you know.
playing with his buzzer again? That naughty
Yeah,
boy.
he was like, this is going nowhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think other restrictions come back though? Since the mask mandate is now coming back slowly, do you think other restrictions are we going through? And
I think they're
hope
just no. I think now what's happened to most of the world is they've decided to just get on with it, but they'll keep saying the right thing, but probably not enforce it like they used
Bombay's
to. So
back to
hopefully
its earlier glory only. Like, everybody's back to like running over each other. The poverty is fully
Traffic
swing
is
Mahim
as
is
bad as
there.
ever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, people are still touching you, flower le lo karke. I want all of that to go away once again. I have somehow
mean-
finally transitioned into Cyrus, I realized. You know what I'm saying?
Naveen,
I hate people now.
No, but let me tell you why. Again, you're spot on because I haven't done this for many years, crossing the road in a public area. But when you do that, even there they stick to you while crossing. Of course, we're dodging
Yeah.
the cars do not die and all that. But nowhere in the world, try and do it in, say, Poland. Nobody's going to stick to you when you cross the road. Just orderly go. Here, everybody jumps up. The first guy goes, they're like, grab him. And everybody
They're like,
grabs
yeah,
that
if the
guy
car
and they go
hits
together.
him, we all go
What the
saath
hell's
mein.
going on?
we form a daisy chain of a human,
Yes.
so we don't fall together.
Except that we can't do anything aesthetically pleasing. So it's not really a daisy chain. It's an ugly, motley crew of people jumping on top of each other. And it's mostly men always. It's horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. Society has to change its evil ways. We are too close. Indians, my fellow citizens, separate from each other. Separate. You don't become Bangladesh, but just separate a little bit. Just go a
No,
little
but
away
it
from
was
each other.
easier said than done, right? The Bombay local trains will not stop now. Like they were stopped for a while. There was an entire hue and cry about it. If they stop it now, again, it'll be like a livelihood affecting thing. But the way people are traveling in the first of all, in local trains, there's no breathing air, right? And you put a mask on top of that, you're dying. You're definitely going to end up in Virat dead. So people are not wearing masks in the trains.
Put on a fast.
Yeah, at least that way. You reach at
And you
7:35.
will,
You know,
at least, and you will
7:40.
not be able to get off at Borivali anyways. So yeah.
Yeah, no, your body will transport outside with Virar with the people only. There's no other way of you getting down. It's just that. So that's the problem with the buses also, na? Like the double-decker buses are all
So,
like,
sorry, no,
the relaxed
this is a
lead.
segue.
Yeah, someone
Yeah.
has read the relaxed lead
Oh
has
my
said,
God.
I wear masks and face shield. Yet because of my sobriety, I have been infected by all three variants.
I think there's a
Destiny's own
sarcastic
stepchild.
slap to me
Wow.
from Relax
Yeah.
Lead.
you have to wear a condom also.
Yeah,
So cover all
correct.
bases. Yeah,
Oh.
Yeah.
Mumbai metro is jam
Okay.
packed too. Exactly. So
But in
you
the
can't do
beginning, when
anything. It's too
we
many people.
restarted the
Get
buses,
your
the trains
booster shots if you haven't. Okay.
Abbas,
really?
learn
I
to
did the
spell.
booster. I didn't feel it. I don't even know
I
if
haven't,
anything went
no.
inside the body. It was
Yeah.
like, I mean, it's probably what people say about me. You
But
just didn't feel the
I
prick.
did
It
fall
was just
sick.
like,
I did fall sick. Maybe it was because I haven't gotten the booster shot. You know.
You got a rooster shot.
Maybe
but you've not got COVID. Your vet has said it's about the cat smell of the cat food or something.
The
You know,
Vet hasn't said
I
that.
don't know.
Vet hasn't said that. Vet
COVID
hasn't
test
said that.
twice. Like,
I'm not gonna.
I mean,
Yeah, I know, but maybe it's still undetected or something. Yeah, I don't know.
Your mother's
I
a
don't know how it
doctor.
works.
It's not like
I
some
don't know how
engineer
it
took you to
works.
do
I'm
the
not a
test.
doctor. Yeah, I mean, for the
okay, we're
best
going
of
back
our
to
knowledge,
Silverie's
we don't know what
unsolved
yet.
story,
Let's
which
not,
we
let's
don't have
not.
time for.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because along with COVID, it's the other big tragedy of our times, Utsav. And we're dealing with it head
Yeah,
on. There's
correct.
no way out.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, coming back to
Okay.
the guy, Relaxed Lad, who said he got it 3 times. I don't want to keep saying this, it sounds really mean to say, but I can name, I'll put it down because I'm petty, names of people in my area who have got COVID. The most orthodox family in the building, they got COVID. And they were the ones who were, screaming at everyone and all, and the entire family got it first. So
Yeah.
after that, I was
Isn't
like,
that-
this is either
And
Isn't that
great
kind
ain't
of-
video
nothing
or-
stupid
Do you
out on
feel-
the roads. Early morning, uncles with face shields at bandstand. That's the funniest thing I've ever seen. With your ugly grey chaddis, wear an underwear perhaps. But like face shield is like you're not covering anything of your ugliness either. So like just like wear a darker face shield, maybe like a tint on it. I don't know. I don't want. It's almost. I want to punch those people. Like, I just want to see if that face shield will cover the punch also. Maybe it might be effective. It's a stupid. Wow, this. I can't
You
have
got a
feelings
new
on the
buzzer.
show anymore.
Wow.
What is happening?
Naveen, they're
Sorry,
saying
I was
two of
about
us
to
can't
say
go
something.
attacking humanity.
These things are turning
Gustav,
against
say
me.
something nice. Naveen has become vicious like me. Say something
No.
nice about
I think this
humanity.
is an unnecessary way of silencing Naveen's point of view. Cyrus, you
Yeah,
are the culprit,
yes.
actually. You never let him speak. This is just not done, man.
Plus, this wrestling ring noise gets me turned on. Actually, I don't know if my entire.
Maybe that's how the bet broke. So,
Yeah, I think
who
of
knows?
Rikishi now.
Yeah.
I'm a
Sorry.
little worried about the people working in
Okay.
the studio now. It's more like the infant age is lowered every time we do a podcast now.
Yeah,
Because
they're like
what
they're not
sound is
saying
coming
anything
next?
worthwhile on the show. Why should we be interested?
Fair
Yeah.
enough.
So
All right.
can we go to the break then? Right now.
Oh shoot! It's all this talking about COVID. But Utsav, you've not spoken about Bangalore properly. We're only talking about Mumbai. So what's the deal with Bangalore? You're saying Himisha said that it's not happening. Like the
No.
mass,
So Bangalore
issue
is a
and all?
slow city, right? It will eventually catch up, and the cases will also rise because, as Zimisha said, people are not wearing masks. Right, offices are back in full swing. You're still not getting Uber Ola. That has not changed. And yeah, so
The
yeah, I
less
think
said about the
Bangalore is
rickshaw
just around the
menace in
corner.
Bangalore, the better. Huh.
Yeah, so Bangalore is just around the corner. I think give it a couple of weeks and we'll be there.
But we have got out of the big metros, we have got the tag of being the most conservative in this sense. Huh? Some people say, great, Utsav has done such a good job. We are quickly shutting down Mumbai all the time. But on the other hand, we are known to be the ones who are like the most panicky, the most paranoid, and the most scared, which is something I don't like. I really feel bad. I don't sleep well at night with that tag. Yeah. What do you say, Naveen bhai?
I say everybody should sleep with each other, and then we'll all be fine.
We'll take a break here, Silverie.
On the
Abbas will
roads.
handle this
Yes,
with
waiting for
rare
Salman.
aplomb. He's not there. So I leave it to you. Shall we take the break?
Yes, please. I already asked you.
It's a normal break this time, Cyrus. You don't have to say
It's a
that
normal
thing.
break. How sad.
Yeah,
Here's
you're
our
not-
normal break.
Nice.
Yeah,
Hello.
guys.
Come back.
And I hate banking processes and banking services. Oh, that's right. We don't have that thing anymore. Sorry.
Yeah.
I just buy.
But that still applies. Nothing's changed.
Sorry
But
about that.
if you want to do another segment right now, Cyrus, we can do it. The prompt for today is.
Please don't.
Thanks.
Please don't.
No, I'm not. I'm just joking. That's not.
That's why you fell sick in the first time because of that stupid segments. You just left them alone. Nothing would have happened. By the way, there's a
I love those
remark by
segments.
Vinay, our producer,
Yeah.
who's won 7 national awards for his work with Midday. What's it called? First Radio 1 or whatever. 7 national awards. He
Yeah.
says Silverie is Karnataka, not Mangote.
Yeah.
What does that
that's-
mean?
Mangalore is in Karnataka, Baba. What are you doing?
No, so we have to haul Vinay up for this. What is he trying to say?
Yeah.
Because
I
he's
don't
saying
know why
Mangote is a state.
I am shocked
He's a
that
vegan.
Vinay. I run a travel podcast with IVM Postcards from Nowhere, shameless plug.
Yeah.
But Vinay, after being on Postcards from Nowhere, producer, how can you ask this question? I am appalled, Vinay. This is
Oh, God.
just unacceptable. We will have to take
Vinay,
this
this is
offline.
making us look really stupid when we already have a low bar. What the hell are you
Yeah.
talking about? Because
And
now
I'm
thinking
on this
Mongolia is
episode
state
already,
that
man.
got
Why do
statehood and
this?
I don't know about it. Yeah, and my poor Silverie is not well.
Yeah. Yeah.
What I've ordered 2
Don't make
teas
me,
from IVM.
Don't make me read
By
my
the way.
notes twice. What is this?
Yay, Ruhi, you're the first customer.
We have
Wow.
money. Finally,
Oh,
some
that's-
money
yeah, very
coming
cool.
in.
Ruhi has bought
Uh,
2 shirts from. I was just going to do my shirt plug. Well done. Excellent.
No. Talking
Guys?
about Utsav. Utsav's plug was great.
Sorry.
That was very good.
Utsav, how many shirts have you bought?
One.
What does it say, the
Uh,
shirt?
Oh no, this one. I'm not wearing that.
Not
one
an
right
IVM
now.
shirt. Just a random
not an IVM
shirt
shirt.
you bought.
He's got a shirt. He's got
What
one
kind of
shirt.
idiot
What is
comes to the IVM plug my shirt contest show and talks about his own shirt? You're worse than Mangote versus Karnataka.
You have to also understand
Yeah.
the shirt has to be delivered, right? IVM is not doing a great job of delivering the shirt.
Because half the employees work
No,
from
it
home.
is.
How will they
It
deliver
is. Don't
anything?
say that, Utsav. We are doing a great job delivering shots. I keep getting
He has already
people sending
ordered
me
it now.
photos.
It's okay. And we already
People
have our
keep sending me
money.
photos of them buying the shirts and all and receiving them and
Oh,
they're very happy with
She's
it.
bought
Thank
iPad
you.
dogs for cardio. Ruhi's
That's
bought
the one
iPad
I've
dogs
also
for
bought, by
cardio.
the way.
In case it can.
Oh, how sweet. Yes, it's a start. A small step
Nice.
for a giant leap for mankind, or something like that. And
Yeah.
KSA
Alright.
content. Abbas is Googling Mangote. He won't stop till he
Okay.
gets down. It's
Alright.
just outside Thane. We're all wrong.
Mangote is a village.
Bhadravati Taluk. Shimoga is in
Bhadravati Taluk in
Okay.
Shimoga district of Karnataka state, India. It belongs to. Okay. So once again, Vinay, for wasting our time with a stupid
Yes,
comment
Abbas.
like it's Karnataka not Mangote, we must take appropriate action. 2 days on Navin Noronha's bed, the broken one.
Okay, sure.
Always.
Oh,
Rui is
Mang-
having a nice conversation
said,
with me
"I
about
have
dogs and
2
all.
dogs."
You guys
Okay,
just carry
very
on
cool.
now. Hi, Rui. What are the dogs' names?
So
Curse it
let's get to the
insane.
next topic.
Yeah.
So the finance ministry and the RBI are considering adding Rabindranath Tagore and Abdul Kalam onto our currency notes,
Absolutely.
like in addition to Mahatma Gandhi. In
It's
addition to Mahatma Gandhi.
APJ Abdul Kalam.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just for the
Uh,
record. Since we got Mangote
okay.
wrong, I'm trying to rectify the show now. Wherever we don't have
Yeah.
clarity. Utsav, please put your hand up as the intellectual amongst us. All right?
I have a
I
point to
think-
make here right away.
Yeah.
About
The fact that
Rabindranath?
we could not even come up with one woman to put on our note. I have done an episode on that. How do currencies impact national history on the
I think
podcast?
somewhere
Shameless
Nirmala
plug, postcards
Sitharaman
from
will put
You
her
know,
own
when you
photo
first said
and 5
that we haven't
peanuts.
come up with one woman, you threw me off
Yeah.
track. I was like, what show are
That's
you
very
on?
true,
I
though.
think
now
we should
I've
have
understood your point.
The people who represent certain amounts, like 2 rupees, should have KRK on it. I just feel like like
Like a
2,000
2
rupees
rupees
should have
person.
Akshay Kumar on it because that's how much he sells out for.
No,
You know,
sorry, Naveen.
yeah.
I'm going to veto the idea because I know 15 lakh who's going to come on 15 lakhs or
Yeah,
15
yeah, of
crores
course,
or whatever
of
that
course.
money was supposed to
That
come
is
to our bank
like
accounts.
at one point, if you
So,
look at,
no.
you can't tell who
Lakhs,
Rabindranath
yeah.
Tagore is and who Modi ji is right now. So it's the same. You can play the gamble.
But what about
I'm
having
just-
some stand-up comedians? They should also be represented on your note.
But we are not sellouts. No, nobody buys us. That's the problem.
Are you
So we
sure,
can't.
Antariksha?
I'm talking about myself. at least,
Okay.
man.
I'm not
Yeah.
going to read out this comment in fear of being cancelled. Let's move on.
Yeah. Dungri bake in my heart.
But it's definitely a good start, I would say. But whenever they do like a political move, this definitely is a political
Why haven't
move,
you thought of adding Kalpana Chawla? Because then it'll burn.
And she's not an Indian
Oh.
citizen. So, yeah, why
yeah,
not?
she's not. Yeah.
She's not an Indian citizen.
But
No,
don't
but
you
we can
always
claim.
think
We've
when
always
something like
claimed anybody of Indian descent, we claim them once they're famous. And
Yeah,
rightly
yeah.
so.
I mean, we have claimed the
Pita is
entire
Anand.
world. The
No.
life originated in India, according to certain historians we would meet.
Vladimir
or not
Putin
meet.
Fair
is
enough.
like soon it will be
Also,
me on
what
the
is
currency
wrong in
notes.
claiming the heritage of someone who ran away from the heritage and became famous elsewhere? I mean, that just makes the most sense to me. Silverie, what topic are we on?
Sure.
These
I'm-
two
I'm
boys
saying-
ran so much.
I
in the
want a
middle.
tattoo of Modi
what I'm
on my
saying
heart.
is
Yes.
that
Will you let my
don't
anchor
you-
speak, you bullies?
yeah.
Beta, don't
Don't
worry
you
about it.
always
Just go for it.
when they do something like this, it's definitely like a political move, right? Don't you think what is the angle?
Wait, stop it. Stop talking,
Wait,
anchor.
Shovik,
Very nice
exactly,
topic.
exactly.
Navin
Shovik gets me.
Noronha should be on a
Should be on
69 rupee
69
note.
notes.
Yes, he should.
Yeah, perfect, dude.
With
That
a bed,
note-
of course. Yeah.
That note goes both ways. You can pay it for 6 rupees as well as 9 rupees.
So then it's 15
69
rupees if I pay it at once, just for the record. So there's
That's how I go,
clarity.
yeah.
Let the
But why
anchor
would you
tell
ever
us
use
his
the
story.
6 rupees one?
You only
Always use
blocked
the
him
9
just
rupees
now
one,
2
no?
seconds ago.
Yeah.
Because
That's
you
fine.
had an
Let's just
interesting
move on.
comment which you had to do. Sorry, Silverie.
No,
So
I'm just
your
thinking,
point
like,
is APJ Abdul Kalam and
yeah, I'm just thinking like, what's the political move here? Because there's always a political move. This is definitely like another political exercise that they're doing to appeal
Oh,
to.
I have a theory on that. So my theory
Yes,
is very
please.
simple. First, they will get acceptable people like Tagore and Dr. Kalam, and then they will get unacceptable people
They'll
who
dump them
they
out,
believe
yeah.
are the icons of the
Oh,
greatest
like
nation of the world.
Godse and all.
Not
Yeah,
Godse and all.
Godse
I
is
think
milder in my
at some point
opinion.
Savarkar might come in.
Oh,
he's
can you
definitely-
imagine
he's getting a
Gandhi
biopic
and
right now,
Godse
Nobody
on the
will.
same note together?
One second. Who else did he
Just
mention?
wow.
Before other than Godse?
Savarkar.
Savarkar, yes.
That they'll do. That
Hmm.
that will be that will come
And
first.
slowly we will have
Kala Money.
Gobiji also coming in at some point, because why not?
Sure.
Did he, Yogi ji?
No, Gobiji. Gobiji is a nicer way to say our great Prime Minister, Mr. Modi ji, in a nicer way is Gobiji.
Oh,
Are
right.
you saying
right,
Gobi or
right.
Godi? I'm
Gobi.
confused. Like
Gobi.
Baji.
But if
Media.
Yogi ji becomes
Why
PM,
Gobi? Why Gobi ji?
Varun Grover uses it in his stand-up to call him out.
Oh, okay.
Because he doesn't want to be
so that
sued.
is that.
Yeah.
Okay.
and nobody can figure it out,
Cool.
so it's
All right.
smart. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So now, but we have made it ultimately like a super, extremely clear who we are talking about when we say Gobi. So we can be sued.
But it's okay.
We are the horrible
Nobody
comedians who
watches
don't
this
follow
show.
Varun Grover. And so I have no idea what he's talking about. That's the tragedy here that Utsav is trying to draw light to. And rightly
I
so.
want Pratibha Patil on my notes. A
Okay,
crispy
can
note.
we
You know?
stop there? I'm a little worried about the legal
Why?
issues here.
I'm just
Navin.
like naming great
But-
people. What's wrong with that?
Yeah.
So yeah, my point is that it'll open doors to get less acceptable people on the note.
Could you have your own icon on the note? Like, could you print your own famous person that you like?
That's monopoly money, Cyrus. That's
Like, if
already
I like
happening.
Falguni Pathak, then I can have her on the note because that's my thing. You know, I mean, it should be a freedom of choice in a democracy. I feel you should be able to go to the bank and say, print these notes for me. I want these guys. I
like-
think that
Sure.
Remember when DuckTales mein Scrooge McDuck had his own face on his notes, and he had
Yeah.
that currency which he would show around, and it was
Oh,
accepted
right.
also.
we went from Varun Grover to DuckTales in like 5 seconds. What a spectrum of stuff that we
What a great.
watch and imbibe. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
The last topic
Uh,
for today is a slightly sad topic.
So the others have been
Basically-
very exciting.
I know. right?
sadder than the notes.
Yes. So this is out of Coimbatore.
But
And,
guys, wait.
Wait, he's
Can
going to a state and a city. Now, once again, we're going to spend 5 minutes.
No,
Where
no,
in
wait.
Coimbatore?
I'm just-
District.
But
Vaganan,
if they get us new people on new notes, will we have to give our old ones back again? Guys, I'm not ready for that.
That's a
round
very
again.
good, valid point. You are
Yeah,
right.
it'll be like
Do you return the old icon for the new
Yeah.
icon? It's a fair
if
point. It's a
Tagore is
very
on
fair point.
500, then I have to
Yeah,
give the 500
yeah.
back again of Gandhi and get Tagore wala
Yeah.
back. I'm going to lose my shit. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think so.
Just
Yes,
dawned on me.
it's possible. Also, they have what my understanding is they have an option of 2 sets. They've like right now they have designed 2 sets and they're gonna go ahead maybe with one if that happens. They don't even know for sure.
No, let's understand the maths here also. For the 69 rupee,
There's a possibility of all 3 being on the currency notes.
I'm returning my 100 rupee Mahatma Gandhi note. So I'm losing 31 bucks on it.
Yeah, but you're getting
Yeah.
69. That's a fair deal. Plus Navin Noronha deal.
I don't know. We'll have to put it
You're-
out there.
you're
I can't
getting-
decide.
You're getting to do 69 for 100. That's quite nice. Yeah.
Yeah,
agree.
it's going rate also near Grand
This is
Road.
why he's
Going
working
great
from
with
home.
Navin.
That's wrong. Utsav, can you help me here?
Yeah, no, 31 rupees will be spent to repair Navin Noronha's bed. So I think it's a completely fair deal you're getting.
Correct.
Yeah. Help me, guys. Make a keto.org for my bed.
All right.
Okay, let's get to that sad
cool.
topic.
Let's get to
Yeah.
the it's a slightly sad topic. This is from
Coimbatore. I'm just
where-
pushing it faster.
yes. Yeah. Coimbatore. There was a video that went viral over the weekend of a police officer basically slapping and hard slapping a Swiggy delivery man. What happened was a Swiggy delivery man was just being a good Samaritan. That's what the news article was saying. But you hear the story and you let me know.
He
what
was
you
giving the
think.
food for free.
No, he was basically a school bus. He saw a school bus hit a pedestrian old woman while walking. Okay, and the school bus just kept going. So the Swiggy delivery guy parked his his bike in front of the school bus and caused like a little bit of a jam because he's saying, the article says that the police, because the Swiggy delivery guy wanted to just ask the guy कि ऐसा क्यों किया, and but what they're seeing is maybe like he wanted to make a scene or something. But
he did a
whatever.
hero-giri of stopping the bus with a scooter.
Yeah,
Then he got on the bus
like,
and decided
like why are you hitting this woman, and not even apologizing and just leaving. Okay, and so made like a scene, and
But what happened to the old woman? She's on the side, just crying and dying.
She's on the side, nothing. Yeah, nothing. She's not mentioned in this article at all, because then the issue became
she didn't die for sure, because they would have mentioned
nothing.
And she
Yeah,
probably have a bad
he was a
accident
good
because
Samaritan, then he would have helped the woman.
Abbas hitting you is
that's the
still
story.
quite hard.
But he may be anti-woman, but he was pro-law. You see, there's a conflict there.
Yeah.
As a school of drama.
Like dead
this
to old
was
people.
okay.
but
Basically,
justice
the
was
electricity
there.
story
Yeah.
all over again. We are focusing on the wrong
Yeah.
issue as a country, as usual.
But
Not
you're right,
surprised.
and the location has changed. The location has changed. We're in Coimbatore now, deeper
Yes.
in the south.
The policeman
Yes,
didn't
sir.
follow his cadres. Abbas says it's very funny. Yes.
Yeah. To cut a long story short, the cop comes in, sees the hullabaloo and starts slapping this guy. Is it?
and slaps this guy. Who are you to stop this? Who are you to make a scene here? Who are you to do this? So again, since then, this video went viral. It went
So you
viral
pick
like
up
a
that every
week,
time the
like a
story is
day.
in Karnataka or deep in Tamil Nadu, he breaks into Hindi, which is going to cause unrest. Because
Yeah.
there's no way that's the dialogue that happened.
And also, I will also tell you the amount of disconnect Silverie has. He said, by a slip of tongue, he said parked his car. Because Silverie is like, who calls in a bike? I'm not a poor person. I have 5 cars. I only go in cars.
All my
Yeah,
food
So
comes
he's
in
first
a
Indian in a
limousine.
car.
Bus just
You know,
going
that is the level of
around the
disconnect
bike.
he has with the rest of the country.
So
Yes,
basically,
of course.
for Pawai, it's not Swiggy, it's Swigga. It's because there's a
Yeah.
there's a
For
panache
Silverie,
there, yeah.
For Silverie,
Yeah.
a bike is a small car, a bus is a bigger car, and a car is a car. Like he doesn't think anything else exists on the
Correct.
roads.
But
There's a
guys, you're
flying
losing the essence
car.
of the
There is a
story
rail car.
about the
yes,
police brutality
Yeah.
of beating this helpless good Samaritan who didn't give a damn
Yeah.
about the woman but stopped the bus driver in his tracks. So,
So the police must have arrived like obviously late to the situation. Like, as they
like
always do.
just a
And
couple of
assume
minutes.
ki
In a couple of minutes, he was there
confused.
because and end up slapping this guy. But the police officer has since been transferred, or like uska transfer ho gaya, you know, to
He's
another
just been
place.
sent to the control room. He's not even been transferred. It's literally like same city. Acha, don't stand on the road. Go sit in the office. Which I don't know how that's a
Basically that,
punishment.
yes.
If you have ever stood
Yeah.
on roads in India,
Hey,
on
They,
a
Initials
but they
was the
never
right-
punish their own. No, then police officers never get
Yeah.
punished almost.
Now he's in the AC with that guy
Unless
making
you're-
chutney outside. They're
Yeah.
both comfortable.
Hemisha's point is correct. She's
Yeah.
saying Silverie did say sad story. So with the transfers, it is a sad story. Why is
Swiggy
it a
did
sad
not
story?
die.
But Kalam
An
Kaushik
old
says
woman
because
got
of-
hit.
the
An
Swiggy
old
guy
woman
is
got
not
hit,
dying.
and a
Oh
guy
my
got
God,
slapped.
Varun.
Everybody forgot the old woman.
Yeah.
They're like,
And the guy
हम
got
लोग क्रांति
slapped.
लाएंगे लेकिन आंटी को नहीं लाएंगे यहाँ पे.
But the real tragedy
Isn't that
is
sad?
the food never arrived. Okay, the rows were waiting and the food
Yeah,
never
yeah,
arrived
okay.
because of all
Sorry.
this.
He's
I forgot to
complaining to
mention this
Swiggy
part.
like
I forgot to mention this part. What happened was that so then the cop confiscated.
It was the cop's
in the
food.
video.
Oh my God!
No,
That's not making sense.
no.
the cop was just hungry.
That would be great.
Yeah!
In the video, you can see the cop snatching away the guy's keys
Food,
and
dabba.
phone from him, like
Oh.
the bike keys, scooter keys, and the guy's phone.
Because he was going to deliver it himself.
No, because he wanted to like just harass the guy for longer. Ke haan, up to now you stay here, you can't go deliver your food.
Again,
And
Hindi.
only after this guy
They'll
starts
beat
saying,
you up in Tamil Nadu. You
Oh my
can't
God.
do this dialogue.
Also, I want to just point to one thing that the rows would still be waiting. Instead of saying "ladka nikal gaya hai," they would have got to know "ladka pit raha hai." That is the only difference in this entire story which has happened.
And they're like, लड़का ये ना अच्छा है, चलो.
Which in Mumbai makes a lot of sense the way they drive their scooters anyway. You'd be expecting stories like that. I think we've done 1 or 2 stories before where there was a fight and the delivery came late and all that.
Yeah,
Silverie
but
himself,
there's
the
a
great
funny
man,
part,
is
Cyrus. Like, these are the kind of moments where somebody captures them because there's a phone nearby. In this country, how many times this happens with so many cops where there's no phone recording and there are people beating others for no reason. And that's the way of life in India, I feel. Like during the pandemic, I was just watching cops just like use the lathis like it's fucking free range. Just like
Oh,
they're
but-
farmers in
But
Satara or
Naveen,
something.
what do you do then? Your point again is great, but I'm saying, what do you do? Because your point is, I'm going to make sure this goes to the world. So in that sense, you're
Yeah.
doing a service, right or not? But you're right. Why aren't you interfering to stop it? This is a big photography issue that's going on since
Yeah,
Vietnam.
for everybody's like,
Those
oh shit,
famous
viral
photographs
material.
Like
It's
nobody
for
helped
interfere
with the horrible photograph that you saw, but they've taken it. But they're saying for posterity to see the brutality and violence, we have done our job. But that kid dies in that shot because you didn't do
Yeah.
anything about it.
It's like
Now
2 weeks
we have
ago,
an
my friend and I
interesting
at
show.
Carter Road, this was happening where like a domestic abuse situation broke out, right? Where a man is like fully screaming at his wife and like he's like because probably she forgot something in the rickshaw, okay? Like they'd gone shopping, they've come to Carter Road and the woman forgot some bag somewhere else, which they had just shopped. So it must have been some 16,000, 18,000 ka stuff, and this man was losing it. So much so that he's going to like raise his hand and everything. And all these joggers, like all these cool bander people with their Adidas, whatever chuddies and all, have stopped to just take out their iPhones and record this. I'm like, who your mom is gonna fucking come and see this? So then my partner had to be like, can you stop? Can you not? Like some girls came in afterwards. We all had to like interfere and say, don't hit your wife on the streets. Don't hit her at home also. Isn't it?
But he hit her or he threatened to hit her?
He was raising his hand. The kids were there. It was all very, very vociferous. And this guy had like marble hands, like big hands. So like everybody turned this into a like, oh wow, good on Instagram. But like real life, that woman would have gotten beaten, right? And that's what the fight has come down to. Yeah.
Utsav, what do? It would have gone viral. You have to seize the moment, but then you have to stop them. What to do?
Yeah.
I
All this
also have to
post
stop them.
mulling is
It's a
what a
no-brainer
country is about
question to
now.
ask.
Yeah.
Utsav is scared to give the right answer
Like,
himself, which is take the photograph, let the world see. No, I'm kidding. Abbas,
we go to the
what's
emails?
next? Abbas, if you're there, I'm just
Abbas,
yanking your chain, man. Yeah.
Sure, man. Sure. I get it.
Amas.
Follow me at Instagram and Twitter on Bored Brocha. I'm so bored. I need your help. I need your love. I need your touch. Okay, just follow me.
All right, Mirinmoy has asked. He says Kerala, Cyrus, like Kerala, has a tagline of God's own country. What
Correct.
taglines would suit the states of Bihar, UP, Kashmir, MP, Karnataka, and
So
Goa?
BR will be anybody want the country? UP, what country? Kashmir will get back to you. MP,
Nice.
MP, I'll leave to Navin. Navin, you're an MP who comics have got crucified.
No
there.
country for comedians.
No country for comedians.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Karnataka.
Nicely done.
Karnataka, we are next to Mangote. That should be the
Yes,
tag.
Mango.
Take a left from Mangote.
Karnataka is don't do Nataka.
Yeah.
Or you'll get beaten up over here.
No, Karnataka
And
is
Goa- and Goa's
religion's
left.
new lab.
Goa's left.
And Goa.
That's the best. That's the best thing about Goa. Goa's left.
Goa is bring back the Portuguese. Who said that?
Karnataka is
Who
only
said
right.
that?
I mean, it's not going left in any realistic scenario.
All right,
Goa could be. It's Feni
Okay.
Feni nice.
Vladimir Protein says Goa, I'm coming. Spells Coming. We'll leave it there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The AMA
Right.
is Silverie. Abbas has sent us
Yes.
a message. He'd like the AMA.
Yes.
Thank you.
I've already asked one, and the second one is Ashwini Deshpande.
sorry.
Says, yeah, it's fine. It happens.
We're not even
Abbas.
paying attention.
Yeah, it's not in the studio, but he's being a diva for no reason. I love this Abbas.
Really? He's bullying from wherever. Aage jao, aage
Yeah.
jao. It's one of the backseat drivers.
Uh, Ashwini Deshpande has asked Navin and others thoughts on
Wow.
yesterday's Pune Pride Parade. Did you hear
guys are
they
awesome, by
had
the way,
to
right
split? Did you hear they had to split into two groups because one of the groups, that is the Khares, the traditional one, did not want any cross
It's Kire, by the way, not Khare.
May I say it's really funny? I mean, what's wrong with these guys?
So I've spoken about this on the podcast before. Bindu Madhav Kire is an ancient relic from Pune, who's like Nanga Nach Mat Karo, don't come like as cross dressers, don't
But
do
he's like a
gender-
paradox.
He's an asshole. That's all he is. Like on record, he's just he's been like there's one more guy called some Sagar Bharve, who we all
Is
call
he,
you know
is he
what.
from the
because of
community, but Naveen?
Yeah,
is he
yeah,
from-
they are.
very
These all of
much.
these-
Oh, that's
these are like
sad.
all these archaic,
It's like-
right-wing cunts who are just like there,
Okay.
and it's so annoying because they decide how the pride will happen, and that's why like there's a different pride which is like the more vocal or just generally accepted kind of pride, and this old whatever nanny is,
How
is
can you
doing
be
his
a
own.
conservative pride guy?
Yeah,
When
yeah.
you're pushing the whole pride thing, which is all about not being conservative and being open and flexible. I mean, that's
These are
like
the kind of
page
guys who
one.
are like you are Indians first and then you're gay or homo whatever secondary. That's what they think, and it's just like it's they're relics and it soon die hopefully, and then the later generation will have a better
Wow.
pride celebration in the
So
country.
they are basically
should
the
be.
old uncles of WhatsApp and
just
your
like
community of
दांत नहीं है,
LGBT.
बाल नहीं है, उन लोगों को pride
They're the
दिखाना है,
Facebook community, brother. The Facebook community is very dangerous.
They think that
Yes.
they invented pride. That's the problem. They're like कि हमने organize किया, हमने permission लिया, जाना बुड़े. There are other people who can do all of this. Just like go and walk on your own walking
2
care.
minutes ago,
Go home.
he was going to stop that evil man with marble palms beating up his wife, and now, ja, Bude, marega tereko. It's all changed in just 2 minutes.
It's not my husband. I can't fucking give a. But yeah,
Okay.
it's a problem with Pune Pride every
But
year.
you
this
know,
happens.
they say this about any movement, not just the modern movements, but every movement.
Yeah.
It's from within the movement that all the trouble really happens.
It's the
Because
cisgender
sooner or
gay
later,
man.
movements
No?
succeed. But within the movement, the splits happen and all happen because within the movement, people can't come to a consensus. So that just tells
Absolutely.
you human nature is flawed. There's no point trying to do
No, I
anything.
think it
Yeah.
also ultimately becomes a question of power at some point, right? Who wants to wield the
Yeah.
most power? Who
Ego
wants to be
power.
seen as the? It's an ego
Yeah.
thing, right? And it doesn't matter what the movement is.
It's same
No,
as
you're
like
right.
even in Bombay, it's happened where like people have fought about who will have the post Pride party because of the Pride party like Pride march happens. Everybody wants to like have a celebration of sorts, and then there's the official parties and there's unofficial parties. But the gays were like, why are the lesbians going to do the official party with us? Why don't we only get it? Because we want all the money essentially, right? So that's been an entire argument at the Pride organizing meeting. Like so Pride in like that's why since I've gotten into this background of the scene, I've seen that this is nothing but like in India at least.
Can I suggest something? Why don't you
Yeah.
have a non-gay person from outside as the running the show, like a neutral? What do you call a neutral in cricket? So
Yeah.
I say Abbas should run it, for example.
Absolutely.
As a non-practicing heterosexual, he's a safe guy to do this because he's got no dog in the race, right?
Yeah.
He's cool either way, and he's a
Which
liberal.
basically means he's the worst person possible for it.
No, yaar, he's very cool about everything. So he's not got judgment. We don't want a judgmental guy there because then you're in the wrong place. But he's not got anything in it. Like
Yeah.
this fellow with
Cyrus,
the
I
ego.
can't believe you're advocating for a heterosexual person to lead an LGBTQ movement. Which century do you live in, Cyrus?
Utsav,
Please tell me.
Stay
Which
with me,
century?
Utsav. Please stay with me. They're taking away everything. We're a minority. Heterosexual Indian males, we're becoming
No.
a minority.
Wow.
No,
They
we're
should
not. No, we're
destroy
not.
us. Cling to
No.
the power, Utsav. Cling
We are.
to the
There's
power.
enough of us. There's enough of us.
Hey, who's pressing that buzzer? Which of those two morons? Tell
That
me.
was
That was
probably
Bindu Madhav
Rishi.
from Pune.
Yeah.
Cool.
Is it
Next
Rishi or
question.
Vinay?
Next question. Satyajit has asked, Cyrus, what should I eat? Bhel or idli?
No question. For me, no question. Like my wife
Bhel.
and I've spoken about this before. We fight over the fact that I always express my disgust with food, and she says you should never say that. I know a lot of Indians say you should never disrespect food. I'm saying, how can you not disrespect food? You have to love it or hate it because that's what it's all about. You can't. This is not acting. There's lots of food
So
that
what's your answer,
repulses you
Cyrus?
and repulses you. I
What's
wanted
your
to
answer
just
for
have.
bhel or
I
idli?
just wanted to lecture for a little while. Bhel, obviously, no question.
Why is the
Bhel.
camera
I think
losing
both
its
are
shit?
nice, but how are you so sure it's always bhel? You don't like idli at all?
I don't like idli at all. Sorry, bro.
Medu
I'll
vada?
go for
Dosas, love
idli.
Prefer
dosas,
medu
but I
vada?
don't like idli.
I'll go for it.
Medu vada?
Idli,
No,
yeah.
bhel every time, even a dry bhel, for sure.
That's what your sex life is, Cyrus.
Bhel. What sex life? I have bhel instead.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Chatpata. I think bhel
So-
is such a wide spectrum of flavors also. People just put it in one category. Like Kolkata bhel is different, UP, Jharkhand bhel is different.
Don't divide the country over bhel. Leave it.
No, but
We want
idli
our
is
bhel.
not like that. Idli's got only two types. The sanna idli and then there's the rava idli. That's pretty much the same. Like the fermented kind and
What's
then
So
the
I
white
take
kind.
alone in the bhel
What's your
world.
favorite
I
chaat?
can see the three of you.
My favorite
What's your
chaat is
favorite
dahi
chaat,
vada.
guys? Yeah.
Dahi
I
banana.
like the Simi Garewal show. It was great.
Okay.
The
All right.
That is who.
level of jokes keeps falling.
Yeah.
Well,
okay.
let me take care of the pride power movement, and if I can become the president of that, I'll leave all this behind. I want to be the boss of one movement. It's a great feeling to be the guy on the dais, the alpha of the whole thing, and not even
Cyrus,
be
you are the
part
boss
of
of
it.
Cyrus says.
Not
So,
really.
that's the movement.
Abbas is taking over. He's conducting like Zubin Mehta from outside. Well, poor Silverie is trying his best to control the show.
Yeah.
Abbas is saying vada versus idli. The vada. I'm a potato guy.
Medu vada.
Potatoes
Medu
are
vada.
meat.
Medu vada.
Potatoes are meat.
No.
Potato,
I think he's
anything with
asking
potato
medu vada.
first.
He's
I
talking
think he's
medu
asking
vada,
medu vada
not
was it?
aloo vada.
That's not a
Yeah,
vada.
yeah.
That's a pretend vada.
Not butter.
Abbas, you're off the show. Note to
No.
IVM. Abbas to be
Not
Not
removed.
because of this, yeah. Don't worry. Yeah? All right.
Also, yeah,
But no,
potato
medu
was
vada
very
over
tricky.
idli. Over idli.
I
every
can't
time, would say.
believe the only time the group panelists woke up and have passion is over this damn debate about idli versus bhel. Till then, we've been a dead duck performance by all four
Okay,
panelists.
I'm gonna put one more question out there. Vada pav or
Go ahead.
samosa pav?
Yes.
Samosa?
Samosa. No
Samosa
samosa
pav.
pav. Samosa.
Yeah.
No pav.
You
So
got a third
mutton
option.
samosa,
Silverie.
keema
What is
samosas
this?
are
Two
really
options
nice.
here, na?
No, but
Keema
samosa
samosa is a
again.
whole
See,
different.
No. Hello. You said samosa. You didn't say vegetarian samosa. I don't really like samosa, but I like keema
It's
samosa.
samosa pav. I did not say keema pav.
Samosa
Samosa,
pav.
samosa is like the potato kind, right?
I hope you go home and sit on your samosa as far as I'm concerned. Because
Or my
this is
man
stupid.
Gode.
I'm not going to have a samosa pav. No samosa pav for us. Let's talk
Yeah.
to Utsav. Utsav is a refined palate here. Sir, samosa
Oh yeah,
or
samosa
pav?
pav for sure. Any day. Any
Yes
day.
or no?
He doesn't
pav,
like
not-
samosa pav.
I like
Okay.
samosa pav. I don't care for vada pav.
Acha, acha.
What
Same,
about
vada
bhajia
pav is
pav?
like whatever.
Bhaji pav. Bhajia pav?
No.
No. Love bhajia pav. Okay.
I just
Sad.
don't like the pav.
That's what you call Harbhajan.
It is, yeah.
Oh.
Sure. All right.
Samosa
The
pav
last
is
question.
Malai fish.
Uh,
You know,
should we
like
one
there
more
was a
question?
place
Ishan,
called.
why do we even have vegetarian samosa? Ishan, you are invited to. Cyrus says to replace any of the panelists in the next discussion.
Aloo samosa
I
are
have-
great. What?
Recommendation for a place, Kunj Vihar. It used to be a place outside Bandra station, and my friends and I used to go eat after college every day over there. And in real time, we saw them like back then. They would have a entire bowl of onions cut outside. Okay, they were like garlic sauce,
Can I
chili sauce. One second.
can I
No,
interrupt you
wait.
for a second?
No, you can't.
Huh.
Wait. And then there were onions cut outside. And then the onion prices went up. Okay. And then slowly you saw the onions
Oh,
slowly
yes.
get smaller,
Correct.
more in quantity
Yes.
until they would put four slices in the bread and give it to you. Like, kitna milega or nahi milega. Like,
Okay, one
real-time
sec.
betrayal.
Our leader Abbas has sent a very important question which you've not seen. I hope it comes on the screen
I don't
quickly.
read. Yeah.
And that is
Geometrically designed to
samosas are
fit
not
inside a pav.
geometrically designed to fit
I
inside
have
a
said
pav.
this on the
That's
show.
a good
Yeah.
point.
Yes, that at any given point, a samosa pav has 30% dough in your mouth, like because you're eating the fried bread and the bread. So there's no masala, and it's a disrespect to the art of having something inside something.
Oh,
I'm
oh,
saying-
got it. I
having
was gonna
something
say
inside something.
my mouth.
Inside
I was
something,
worried
that's-
there for a second. That was a moment.
Like a burger
We
with the
dodged
patty
the bullet
outside
on
is
that
so
one.
delicious. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even these Karjat's vada pavs were like the rage when a train stops, they come running and they were like, yeah, take my 20 rupees, give me 2 vada pavs. But now these guys have started like putting more batter and less masala. So you eat like again.
Yeah.
They've made the basin so thick outside that there's like little bit of potato inside for the satisfaction of having it.
But Kaustav Banerjee, one of the great Indians of our times, has mentioned that.
Yeah, so
It's gone.
So if I
Sorry,
can, so
Kaustav, we
Naveen,
tried
you
to
know,
fit you in.
Naveen, outside Habitat is a place called Banarasi Sweet Mart.
Yeah.
Great samosas, excellent samosas. If you just go and try them, so recommend
I like
everyone
someone
if
who's
you're in
sick,
Bihar.
Adjectives
someone
are
with a
not
heart
enough.
problem-
I'm gonna great samosas. Magnificent samosas. I love
For
it.
someone with a
Yeah.
heart problem, he's eating all kinds of things. I mean,
Yeah.
what's going on?
Then it's
here?
like
I'm worried for his health, but this guy's just
Yeah,
partying.
damn it.
Samosa
I can't have
pav.
those. Yeah, I don't even think of that. I can't have
Catbirds in a
samosas.
pav.
Shit.
All right.
Sausage pav, guys.
Avranil Avranil Paul has asked, good morning from Alabama. He says,
Oh.
Utsav, loved the dosa episode from Postcards from Nowhere. Can you tell Cyrus a trivia about some food which you're sure he doesn't know, but it would blow his mind?
Pressure.
I will tell you trivia about Cyrus being a Parsi is not so much about food, but simply that why are Parsis so rich? Has anyone asked this question, right? Think about it. They came from a place which had no money, which they had basically left everything and came to Gujarat and then moved to Maharashtra and so on. The reason why Parsis are so rich because they did not have a concept of caste, and for them crossing seas was
Oh, wait, what? Utsav got
He-
stuck. The
Yeah,
one
because he
time
took on
he talked
Parsis.
about Parsis.
He took on
talked about
Parsis and
Parsis.
immediately the hand of God.
He was
stuck
giving
in.
away the secrets of the Parsis.
Am I back?
Everybody be warned. Don't you
Am I
dare
back?
talk about Parsis. Huh.
You are.
Yes, you're back, Utsav. You're
Only
back.
You
back
were
in
saying,
time.
sweetie? Bolo.
okay. Yeah. So the reason why the Parsis got so rich because they did not have taboos about losing their
Caste,
caste,
crossing
which
the
you
sea.
do when you travel outside. And that's why Parsis became the traders as an intermittent sort of a middleman person between different parts of the world. And that's how they amassed their wealth. That's how the Tatas got into opium trade. And that's how they actually became so rich and hence bought half of Bombay.
But I know all
And I don't
this.
know
You're
the
supposed
rest
to
of
blow
the
my mind
country.
with something I don't know. Utsav,
You wanted to blow your mind with something you don't know. Now this is too
don't
much
blow
pressure.
my mind. Just tell me something I don't
This
know.
is too much
Huh.
pressure. Just
Yeah.
tell him any food fact, and Cyrus can act as if he just found out about it and blow his mind. Yes.
I'll do my
Okay, since you
Sushmita
lo-
Sen thing. Go on.
Okay, the fact is, if you eat Rajasthani food and you have gatte ki sabzi was actually originated as a fake meat because the Rajputs had to dine with the Mughals and they would not eat meat, but they wanted to eat at something which used to look like meat, and that's how gatte ki sabzi came about.
What is gatti?
The Rajputs didn't eat meat?
Oh my God, I have to explain gatte ki sabzi now.
As in, like,
What
what
is
kind of
that?
vegetable is it?
It's
No
nothing.
Rajputs
It's
on the
made out of
show.
besan.
Huh.
Oh, that's
Oh, okay.
depraved.
Listen, Silverie, stop thinking about all this. You're supposed to be dying. You can't run around the streets of Mumbai looking for all these foods. You behave yourself.
Man, but it's so tempting. How do you stop? I I did have pizza during this
Oh,
time,
good
but
job,
I've been
Amisha.
unwell, I must say.
All right.
All right.
It's been fascinating 1 hour, 7 minutes of conversation.
One last question.
All four of us.
One last question. Sorry. One last.
I mean,
This is-
why
sorry,
deny
sorry.
you?
It's a good
Who
one.
knows if you'll
It's
come
a good
back?
one.
Who
I
knows
haven't
if you'll
been
be
to work
back
for so
again?
long. I'm
In
going to
case
get all the
Silverie is
answers
not
today.
there tomorrow, let's hear more. Come on, go ahead.
All right.
In case.
Naren
Confirm me.
Shenoy has asked, hi Cyrus, what was your
Oh.
method of choice to get over the worst hangover?
Oh, Baba. Naren bhai, I have tried everything. I can't tell you, I've tried everything. Chilies in coffee, coconut water. The old one about drinking beer in the morning. I've tried that also. That really doesn't work. They said, no, just drink 2 bottles of beer and you'll be fine. Oh, I've tried garlic. I've tried Pep Fizz. You name it, all kinds of chemicals that people have given us, but nothing helped. Nothing helped.
Repeatedly,
It's
what
very-
people say way is to like for every drink of alcohol that you're having, you should also have a glass of water.
Glass of water.
Glass of water.
Yeah,
Hydration
that's the
is
whiskey
like
and
the
water
most-
is.
thing, right?
When
Yeah,
people have
this-
whiskey water, it doesn't
this-
work either. 13 whiskeys later,
No,
you
but
have lots
whiskey
of
water,
That's a
nahi, I think you have to.
water,
Yeah, that's
water.
a drink. Exactly.
H2O,
And then, like,
not
a drink and
H2W.
then one more
Yeah.
water. Yeah, exactly.
Nothing
That's
works. Don't you drink-
classically
if you
people
drink
say
yourself
the
silly,
best
you
way
drink
to
yourself
avoid
silly.
that.
The
You
most
have to pay for your
basic-
pleasure. Remember, that's why today I'm sending money to Canada for my son's education. You pay for that little pleasure in life. That's how things work. Otherwise, don't do pleasure. There are many
Just
people who don't do
generally
pleasure.
quit
Don't do any
alcohol
pleasure.
is what I'm gonna say. Alcohol is like whatever. Switch to
Why are
better
you saying
things.
alcohol? It's
know.
alcohol.
It's like he's drunk
What is
already.
It's
What
masculine
is
for me,
alcohol?
okay?
Alcohol.
It came
Hey,
from
alcohol.
the Arab.
It came from alcohol.
stop
He's
it.
absolutely right.
I'm not lying.
Oh,
See, Utsav knows.
He's absolutely.
It's
It came from
alcohol.
alcohol, which is an Arabic
Hey,
word.
No.
It'll
It's
blow
not
your
an Arabic
mind.
word. Alka
It is.
is a girl
What?
who lives next to him and she has a hall where she performs.
Alcohol.
HALL. Before anybody
Yeah.
calls me.
Alcohol.
HALL. Yeah?
Oh
Too late. Buzz
my
out.
God, we have been buzzed out so
Nice.
many times.
Buzz out.
It's
Alright.
Guys, buzz out.
Thank
We'll see
you.
you tomorrow. Bye.
Yes, thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Oops.
Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.
Okay, catch us on any of the podcasting apps. Please, we beg you, we need you. Send us your questions on Twitter on Cyrus Says In. Or you can email us, even if you're not female, on whatcyrussays@gmail.com.